Hey there, my name is Hugh, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you the only EAs or expert advisors for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 that actually work. Now, I've been watching the automated trading market since about 2008, and I've actually purchased a few EAs to test out for myself. So in this video I'm going to share with you the truth about which EAs work, which EAs simply don't work, and how you can find an EA that works for you. Alright, let's get into it. Now, a little personal story here. My friend had this theory that he was going to put all of his retirement money into a portfolio of EAs. So he thought, these are the best EAs on paper. At least they look good on the internet. And he was going to create a portfolio of I think it was about 7 or 8 EAs. So he put all of his retirement money in there. He didn't backtest it properly, and he lost almost all of it. So I want to prevent that from happening to you, and that's why I'm making this video. The easiest place to start is with the expert advisors that don't work, and that's because almost all fully automated EAs do not work, and there are 4 reasons for that. The first reason is that a lot of EAs are over-optimized, and you'll see that because they have a very short track record or a very short time of backtesting, usually like 1 or 2 years. So it's usually the case where they're very optimized, for example, in a trending market, so they do really well, the numbers look really good, but they don't show you the ranging market where the EA does really bad. The second reason most fully automated EAs do not work is because they do not match with the person's personality. And you might not think that this is a big thing, but this is huge. And in fact, even if the EA is super profitable, but it doesn't match the person who's using it, the EA will lose money. For example, let's say that you have an EA that's profitable, but it's very aggressive, so it's going to have very big drawdowns. Now, if the person using that EA is very risk adverse and they don't want to see big drawdowns, they don't want to see a lot of losing trades in a row, they're just going to turn off that EA before it starts making money again. So I would say the biggest reason that EAs usually don't work is because they're over optimized. But the second biggest reason is that people cannot use them. It doesn't match your personality. It doesn't match their risk profile. And they're just going to turn it off and on at random times. And the bottom line is you usually don't know how an off-the-shelf EA works. So if you don't know how it works, how do you know when it stopped working, right? All right, reason number 3 does happen, but it happens much less than the first 2 reasons. And that is a lot of EAs come with terrible instructions. They don't tell you how to set it up properly. They don't give you the right settings, and you kind of have to figure things out for yourself. So if they can't give you simple instructions on how to set it up, then you're obviously going to fail with it. And reason number 4 that a fully automated EA might not work is because of straight up fraud. So there's 3 things to look for here. Number 1, did they Photoshop the performance graph? That's a common one. They'll just take a random graph, or they'll make their own graph in Excel and stick that on their website. The second type of fraud is backtesting the EA without any commissions or spread. And if you don't have those transaction fees, then obviously your performance is going to be a lot better. And the third type of fraud out there is the deposit and withdrawal trick. So if you don't know how this works, basically they either deposit and withdraw money, so it looks like the account balance is going up and down and it's slowly making a profit. Or if they're on a platform that doesn't allow that, then what they can do is they can deposit money before they're going to have a loss. If they know they have an open trade that's going to lose, they can deposit some money so that loss will be less. And if they know they're going to have a winner, then they just simply withdraw some money so that the winner is bigger relative to the account balance. But there are 3 types of EAs that I've seen that are actually successful. So number 1 is the EA you build yourself. So you either build it programmatically, or you do a manual trading strategy and then you automate it later. And this has a much bigger probability of success because you know how the strategy works, it fits with your personality, and if something goes wrong, you'll know it immediately. The second type of EA that works is when you get the EA from somebody who has backtested significantly, and they have to personally mentor you on how to use the EA. Not through email, not through a PDF. They have to be willing to actually maybe get on a Zoom call with you, show you how it works, and then as you're using it, answer your questions. And they have to be a proven trader themselves before you can have some confidence in their EA. And the third and final type of EA that actually works, and this is the best type of EA in my opinion, and these are EAs that only do partial automation. So they might automate your entry, they might automate your exit, or they might automate your trade management. And the best ones I've seen are the automated exits, because that's when you can do things like trailing stops. Maybe you can trail your stop loss by R multiples or by support and resistance levels or something like that. And that's where these EAs really shine, and they can help you capture more profits on your trades. So in my experience, there are only 2 ways to get an EA that really works. Number 1, I think the best way to do it is to learn a manual trading strategy. get that worked out, get that back tested manually, and then you can start to see if you want to automate parts of it or even possibly automate the whole thing. Now, it is possible to build your own automated strategy as an automated strategy from the beginning, but I find that a lot of people don't have that programming knowledge or know-how. So I believe that it's best to start with a manual trading strategy, and then if you can automate it, just go to a programmer and have them help you. Now, actually finding somebody with an EA that really works and have them mentor you is going to be very, very rare. I think it's almost impossible to find somebody like that unless they're already in your circle of friends. Now, the second way to find an EA that works is to obviously find these EAs that will manage your exit or your entry or your trade management, or you can have a programmer program something custom for you. And when an EA only manages part of the trade, it's much less complex. You don't have to worry as much about errors in the code because it's only doing a simple part of the trade. And a partially automated EA can save you a ton of time, and it can also make you money while you're sleeping. Now, I do have a few partial automation EAs in the description below, and those are the only EAs I believe in. Otherwise, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody who you think will find it useful, hit the bell and subscribe to get more videos like this, and thanks for watching.